g'day.
Welcome back to Any Heroics again. And I know what you're thinking, wow, they're wearing the exact same clothes as they did in that other Bat Rep 4 months ago.
Yeah, that one was filmed at Christmas.
Yeah.
This one's filmed in July.
Exactly.
We just happen to be wearing
the exact same clothes and less Christmas cheer.
Yeah. Enough about our fashion choices. What fun have we got for the viewers today?
What fun have we got? So you can tell by the title, this is the very first episode of our Fantasy Fellowship.
Yeah, it's the title.
So this is our Fantasy Fellowship, episode 1.
Show the book.
Little mini series we're doing from
Shout
Quest
out
of the
to
Ringbearer.
Games Workshop who actually sent us this book for free to record this.
Definitely didn't buy it. I actually bought. Fun fact: I bought this before I bought Armies of Lord of the Rings. Don't ask me why.
You're a narrative player.
I'm a narrative man at heart.
Cool.
So we're doing the first scenario, which is Farmer Maggot's crop, which unsurprisingly is the bit in the books and the films where they are in Farmer Maggot's field, stealing some stuff.
Quite controversial how Peter Jackson treated Farmer Maggot, I think.
Yes, it is, because he's an absolute fucking chad in the books. He's just like, Ringwraith's just like, where are they? And he's just like, I ain't till you new strangers, mate. I can't remember where we were. Let's just go again. So the first scenario that we are doing is Farmer Maggot's crop, which is seen in the films, which they run into Merry and Pippin, Frodo and Sam. And yeah, so the idea is, we'll pan and show the board in a second, but the idea is the hounds are going after the Fellowship.
Yep.
And the Fellowship has a stash pile, and they're trying to grab and take it back to their own stash pile, basically.
Various turnips, carrots, potatoes.
Potatoes. Yeah, and that's
there's a few funky special rules. So there's a special rule called "It's definitely not life and death." So that means the hobbits have 3 wounds each, but don't get any might, will, and fate.
Yep.
The dogs, when they lose a wound, they don't die. They go back to their kennel.
Yep.
Farmer Maggot can't be wounded or have stones thrown at him. And then the dogs in Farmer Maggot have the terror special rule.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And then basically for them to get a stash, they have to be in base contact with the field and have not fought or shot or done anything that turn. Then they pick one up. And
it's similar to Destroy the Supplies if you've played that scenario.
Yes, indeed.
From the Match Play Guide.
So that's the scenario. We'll pan around to the board and let's get into it. So here's the board, and as you saw in the opening montage, here is our Fellowship. So we have Gollum, the Ringbearer, we have Frodo, his companion, doing a little wife swap, and then we've got Ori, and we've got Alfred.
As our Merry and Pippin.
For stipulations in the rules, we've said Ori's slingshot can't target Farmer Maggot.
Because you can't throw stones in.
Can't throw stones in.
So we've got our good side for this scenario. We've got Grip, Fang and Wolf chilling by. This is their kennel. Which is quite ornate. And then we've got Farmer Maggot, who starts inside his house. He's chilling there.
Someone get that man some furniture. Right, we don't actually know who we're going to be playing. We're gonna rotate.
Yeah. So as we're going through the campaign, every time the good side wins, we'll swap round. So we'll both get to play both bits, which should be fun.
Lovely. So highest dice is the Fellowship.
Yep.
Of course, it's a cracked Rivendell 6. So John is going to be the Fellowship, who is going to be the evil for this side, and I am going to be the good side, representing Farm Maggot. So let's roll for priority, and let's get into it. Cracked John rolling is what it is.
My move is going to be very fast.
Yep. So you crack on with your move, and I'll crack on with mine. Right, there we go. Turn 1 of movement, and We were just having a giggle to ourselves because of the different movements on these guys. So Alfred's
the fast member of my hobby.
Alfred's taking point.
Yeah.
Right, and away we go.
Another priority.
Another priority. Goes to me.
Yep, you got it first.
Only heroics. We don't get to say that in the narratives. Oh.
Unfortunately, no, because none of my guys have might, will, or fate for this per the special rules.
They do not.
Isn't that right, Stephen?
Yes, Stephen. Right, we'll come back. I'll tell you what, we'll actually come back on the third turn when we've actually got something to show you. So remember when I said I was going to come back on turn 3? That was complete bullshit. We've come back literally at the end of that turn because 3 of the Fellowship have managed to create some stash.
Yeah. So we double checked, and to be in the field, unfortunately I haven't got any hedgerow terrain. You've got to be inside the border of the green grassy bit. So Frodo, who's cosplaying as Sam in our Fantasy Fellowship, hasn't got enough move to get in. The other 3 lads have, but as per the rules for the scenario, if I get charged, then I drop my stash, unfortunately.
All right, so let's
big priority.
Big priority here. Goes to you.
Okie dokie. Any heroic 6 or
available at all good shops.
This one. And Frodo's just going to come and stand here just to be a nuisance. Nice. That's my moves.
Right, we'll get some doggos. So we're back. So we're back after the dog's movement. This dog has charged Frodo. Whoa. This one charged Gollum, and this one has multi-charged Alfred and Ori.
So that means all my 3 hobbits have dropped their vegetables that they're trying to steal. So hopefully I can brutally kill some dogs because I'm the evil side and send them back to the kennel.
Nice. You had priority, so where do you want to go?
Let's start with Smeagol's fight.
Yep.
So Smeagol has 2 attacks. He's fight 4. 4 height.
Oh, let's go.
See if you wound.
I need a 5?
Yeah.
No wound.
I'm safe at the moment. And then we'll do Alfred on Mordor and the dwarf, Ori, I might learn his name, in Dale. That's, so Alfred is -1 to wound. That's not blue. I don't know his strength.
No. Nothing for
Ori.
Ori.
Strength 4 as a dead dog.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it never will be.
It's -1. You need a 5.
John doesn't know how to play the game. That's why he didn't.
John bad. Frodo.
3. 6.
Prepare to get fucked, Frodo. No wound.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Is he defense 3 without? Oh no, I need a 4 anyway. Elliot can't play the game. That's why he didn't win best newcomer. Right. Priority.
That's a 1.
Nice.
So I'm going to make some courage checks to see if I can charge some dogs because they cause terror in this. Sure. Before I do that, he's going to come here, pick up his light object. Carry moving. That's about 5 inches. We need them to get. There's a little 1 ring stash marker here. They need to get into base contact with that to drop it off. Smeagol is going to do a courage check.
Fluffs it.
Fluffs it, so he cannot move. Alfred is going to do a. He's not going to do a courage check. He's going to pick up his light object and move. Frodo will try and charge. Frodo's feeling brave.
Have some of that.
So he will come and charge this dog around there like that.
Right. Come back after some doge. Ruh-roh. Combat.
No heroics because we're 0 might.
So the dogs have caught up with these guys, so they're going to drop their stuff, and then obviously we're here. So it's your priority, John. Where do you want to go first?
Let's do Frodo.
Okay, Frodo against dog down there. Big 6 from Frozza. Gets the wound.
That does mean though that you're the goody, Elliot. Do you want the honours?
Yeah, sure.
He comes out of his house.
Ooh. Wait, what's all this said? What's all this racket? Farmer Maggot, he's coming out to play.
Let's do Ori versus either Grip Fang or Wolf. That's a win for the doggo.
I need a 4. That's a wound on Ori.
Wound. So he's down to 2.
He should be down to what? He's 2 wounds, isn't he?
Yeah, but for the scenario.
Oh, they all get 3 wounds. Yeah. Oh, I mean, what is this game?
Alfred. 3 wound Alfred. absolutely
or
crap.
big 6.
So I lose that.
No wound. I was fainting with my fangs. Right, that's priority.
Yep.
Goes to me. Nice.
Right,
we'll come back. Okie dokie. So we're into another priority. That was a pretty good turn there for John. So all three dogs have.
We skipped ahead because we thought it was going to be kind of a bit dull and nothing.
Bit of a long one, and then shit tons happened in one turn, and then here we are.
KO'd 3 dogs.
So yeah, so all 3 dogs are there. Farmer Maggot has come out, so I rolled a 5, which means he's now out of the house. So as long as I get him into base contact with the kennel, then they're all free to move again.
Yep.
Off we go then. Priority.
Yep.
Whoosh. Big 6. Right. I mean, it doesn't make too much difference.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll probably fast forward through some video because there's going to be a lot of moving while the dogs catch up to us, and we'll come back when something interesting happens.
Rough. Right, so we're back. So this is how we're looking. It's not looking good for Farm Maggot. It looks like a lot of vegetables have been stolen.
Yeah, the dogs are bearing down. That's not a priority.
5 goes to me.
Yep.
Right, and then we'll come back probably in like a turn or 2 after these guys have stolen some more stuff.
Dropped off some stash.
Get off our land.
So I thought I'd do a little cheeky voiceover for this because it's not something we've ever done for some reason. But yeah, so the makeshift fellowship, the hobbits, carrying on dumping their vegetables. John doing a very good job there. I think the extra leg movements really helped him out. Frodo just pulling up at the rear. But yeah, all gone very well for our fancy fellowship. Back to us in the room.
Okay, John, let's roll for priority. Goes to me. Woo! Which I very much needed, because otherwise we are going to be up Shit's Creek without a bone. We will come back after a bit more movement. Right, so the dogs have charged Frodo and made him drop his stash.
Yeah, so we thought the scenario would carry on. We then realised Alfred can move a couple of inches, pick up the light object, finish his move, back with the stash, drop the token off,
and
win the game.
There she goes. So we'll do our last combat, just for shits and gigs. So I've got 3 doges against Frodo, who seems to have 2 attacks.
I was rolling 3 attacks there.
So
Big 4.
Nice.
Big 6.
And then we need 4s to wound.
Yep.
2 wounds.
Dead Frodo.
So he flees.
Taken a wound earlier?
He took one earlier, I believe. So he's fled.
Frodo has had too many dog bites and bruises, so he cheeses it.
He has.
That is a win for evil.
Yeah.
He stole enough of Farmer Maggot's crops.
Nice. So we're back after that one. We've just read the book and we realised that we didn't actually need to play this whatsoever.
Yeah, it's not part of the actual scenario. It's in the campaign.
It's not part of the fantasy fiction. But we're going to treat it as a little warm-up scenario. But it was a win for evil, and
good opportunity for Smeagol, Alfred, Frodo, and Ori to all get to know each other.
To show their quality.
Yeah, all become mates.
Yeah, all become mates. Frodo did flee due to dog bites, but as it was just kind of like a warm-up, and it's definitely not life and death.
Yeah.
We're just going to treat them as being fine. So we're just going to cruise straight on into number 2.
Yep. And number 2 is shortcuts. No, we don't do that one either. Buckleberry Ferry. Come back next episode. Chitter chitter.
Chitter chitter. Right, we are back. This is either episode 2 or I've put it into one. Probably into one. So the first proper scenario that we're meant to do in the book, though.
The first one that actually counts.
The first one actually counts.
Yeah.
So we're doing Buckleberry Ferry. What's the deal?
Buckleberry Ferry.
What's the deal, John?
So my hobbits, or Elliot's hobbits, depending on who's controlling them, have to get through the edges of the forest to get to our lovely modelled, that we'll show you in a second, Brandywine River. To do that, they've got to negotiate their way past the ring race, who are using the century rules from the big rule book. So that means that at the start of each of their moves, they roll a dice. I think on a 1, they don't get to move. On a 2 or a 3, the opposing player controls them.
Yeah.
On a 4 or a 5, they can move 3 inches, and on a 6, they move 4. Then to raise the alarm and then to be able to start moving normally, they need to be within 3 inches of one of the hobbits and line of sight.
And line of sight. Yep, and then they can raise the alarm. Once per game, the ring race, after the alarm has been raised at any stage, they can screech and it reduces everyone's courage by 3.
Yep.
Gollum does now have the ring, but if he puts it on, the alarm is immediately raised and all the other knights will have to go to...
They get a free 6-inch move towards Gollum.
So yeah, so that's the deal. We'll spin around, show you the board, and then we shall roll to see who we're playing in our first proper scenario.
Yep.
So here's our board. Here's our lovely modelled Brandywine River. Just beautifully done. We'd prepared terrain for different scenarios, not knowing that this was going to be our
the next one.
the next scenario.
Yeah.
So this is our river. This is the Buckleberry Ferry. Effectively, the way it's going to work, as per the measurements in the book, is that it needs 2 movements before it gets across.
Yeah.
It moves d6 inches, and it needs to have someone in there to move it across, basically. You can also elect to swim across if you want to, but if you do, before you take a swim test, you roll a courage test. If they fail their courage test, then they have to swim to the nearest bank, which might be the bank they came from. So this is where we are.
Got our lovely alternate fellowship. Smeagol is our ring bearer. Frodo is Smeagol's companion, and then we've got Alfred and Ori as Merry and Pippin.
Yes.
On the evil side, in this scenario, you get 3 ring race with no might, will, and fate. So we've got the Witch King, Kamal, and the Shadow Lord. Guess who's the competitive player? But
yes,
they are just counting as normal unnamed
ring race. So they have 7 will.
Yep.
So they can still do things.
Should we roll to see?
Let's roll to see who's good. So highest is good. Goes to John. I am evil once again. Mwahaha.
Continue my fellowship run.
Let's priorities.
Yep. Let's try again.
What did you roll?
A 2.
Nice. Big
Right,
3
goes to evil.
goes to me.
Do the first century
To the
roll.
first century roll. So I assume I do them individually. So Kamul.
You can go 3 inches wherever you fancy.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do the rolls and then we'll do it after. And then so one in the middle. That's a full 6 inches.
And the Witch King.
Heard that one before. And the Witch King rolled a 1, so you can move him. Oh no, he doesn't move.
He doesn't move. Yeah.
Because that's so much worse than a 2 or a 3. Right, so I'll move and then we'll come back after their move. So we're back after some movement.
Yep.
So this is where the race ended up. And then John's gone for a little cheeky split for the Fantasy Fellowship. Now remember, my objective is purely to kill Smeagol. John's objective is purely to get Smeagol across the river to Bree. Shall we do priority?
A 2.
So 5. Any heroics?
No heroics from me.
Good, don't have to technically call it now. Right, so this ring right here, first one.
So that's going to be me moving.
You would move. This one here.
The camel. Me moving again.
And then the Witch King. You moving again. Is this dice just roll 3s? Is this a D3?
It was ones as well.
It's a D3.
That's the dice I use for my
Shout Scott Warren.
armies.
Sorry?
Nothing.
No. Right, and then so basically I would say let's come back after John's movement, but it's all your movement.
It's all my movement.
It's all your movement.
So.
Yeah, we'll come back once the spice has ensued. So the ring race have been pulled over to this direction. Frodo and Alfred doing the Lord's work.
Trying to distract.
Shark bait, ooh ha ha. And then we've got Gollum and his trusty bodyguard. Ori.
I love that bit in the books. 3.
So this is priority. 3 goes to John, which is quite good for me actually.
Yeah, it's not ideal for me.
Right. We were discussing whether the ring race could magic before the alarm's raised, and we've gone with no because it doesn't really make much sense.
Elliot kind of raised the point where I think a lot of these videos that we do, one side's going to be favoured quite a bit, so it might not always be the fairest fight, but hopefully it kind of mirrors what's supposed to happen in the films, and hopefully it's fun to watch.
Cool. So we're going to come back after movement. So the first one. No.
Is that the Shadow Lord?
Yep. And then Witch King.
Ooh, you get to move them through.
And then
Come on.
6.
Yeeting 6.
Oh my god, that actually stinks.
Oh
my god. That's fine, right? So we're back up to movement. John using his best deterrent tactics to spot the fan up. So Kamal's, I think that's Kamal. He's gone after like Alfred effectively. I just need to try and raise the alarm so I can actually start doing things. And then annoyingly, it's him that failed, so he can't move, and the Witch King's kind of shuffled across. And this is where we're at. We're rolling again for priority.
It's a 2.
It's a 5.
That's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah,
So we're gonna do him first. Sheet. So that's you move.
Yep.
That's it. And then we'll do the witchy. Oh dear.
You can stay still.
And then we've got. Come on over there. Okay. And that's me, I think. Right. We'll come back again after some movement and see if there's any actual dice to be rolled. So this is what we're looking like now. Not quite within 3 of Alfred, but we're getting there. And then we've got Ori and Smeagol making a run for it down here. So we're into priority again.
Big priority.
Big priority. So this could be the 1. Be the 1. Ooh,
good for me.
I timed that. This could be the 1. This could be the 3. Oh, it's close. It does go to me though. Any heroics?
None from me.
Cool. I think from what we read, the Might, Will, and Fate kind of carry across scenarios until they get to rest points.
Yeah.
Or something similar.
Using Might, Will, and Fate is pretty.
This dude. We'll actually check that rule when it matters for a later scenario.
So you can move him through.
I'm going to move him 3. The Witch King
Stand
stands still. He's been useless, hasn't he? And then old mate over there is going to stand still as well. What hobbits? No hobbits. Right, I'm going to move my 1 ring wraith and then we'll see how we go. So these guys have moved. They're getting very close to the ferry. These ring wraiths are just none the wiser, really. They're just going for a little stroll in the park to get a bit of fresh air. Been a bit cooped up inside the last couple of days in Barad-dûr. Alfred's made a dash for it, like the actually Chad is, and to quote John, Frodo is just swinging his dick around at the back. He was just like, I don't have the ring anymore. Well, technically he never did, actually. Sorry. Apologies, Tolkien fans. Right, let's roll for priority once again.
Oh, I don't know. I go first this time.
Yeah.
So,
right.
I'll do some moves and we'll come back.
We'll do some moves. We'll watch me roll some more 1s for the race, and then yeah, it's all a good time. Who's ready for me to fail some rolls? So basically, if this ring wraith does not roll a 6, I think the game's gone. So here we go then. Did somebody say a 6? Nope. So John's going to move him. This guy.
Witch King
Rolls a 3.
John gets to move him
John
again.
gets to move him, and then Kamul rolls a 4, so I get to move him 3 whole inches.
Lovely. Now Keith.
It's
priority again?
Yeah, so this is what we're looking like. The Fellowship very close to getting away. To be fair, Ori could just sail the ferry away and leave Gollum to die.
When do I get to move the ferry? Steve and Denby check the rules.
Let's pause for a Denby rule check.
We love you, Stephen.
We love you, Stephen.
It just says it moves at D6 and a model must be on it. Trawlers on a ferry, whilst it moves, cannot then move themselves. So,
Okay, fine. Right, let's roll for priority.
5.
4 goes to you.
Smeagol is going to move onto the ferry, and then Orrery for his move is going to see how far the ferry goes. We're pretty certain it needs at least 2 moves to get across, but if I roll really shit, it might take 3. That's pretty good.
Oh shit.
We're kind of measuring from the centre of the ferry. So centre of the ferry has to get across. So next turn I should get Frodo or Smeagol safely across. Alfred is going to run away, because in this kind of campaign that we're doing, if you guys die, they can kind of die for good, or they can come back maybe only on 1 wound or something. So
Which we don't want.
we want to keep them safe. Frodo is going to finish swinging his dick around and run away.
Nice.
Your sentry rolls, Elliot.
My sentry roll. So let's do this right here. So 3. So John will be moving him. The Witch King. The 1. And then Camille is a 5. So I'll be moving 3 inches with him. Yeah, we'll come back and then wrap this up.
I have to win the priority roll.
So here we go then. So the last priority, effectively.
4.
So it's a 4 for John. It's a 6 for me. So I'll roll for my wraith number 1. And now I get a 6. Wraith number 2 gets a 3, and then Camille gets a 3. So even because John moved them last time, and he chose to keep them kissing, so even if they do move 6, I won't be within 3, and then you can roll for the ferry.
Move the final couple of inches I need.
Well, that's a 1 inch. You rolled 3.
I rolled a 5 first.
So that's
and then
3
a 2.
inches, and then that's 1 inch.
It's D6.
Oh, sorry, of course it's not D3. I'm chatting shit. So the ferry's across. Smeagol is saved. And thus concludes... Little fishy. So this concludes the scenario. We'll come back and we'll do all of the rolls and the post stuff that we need to.
Get the rope stuck! Frodo! No! Frodo! Come on! Come on!
Swish and flick.
Oh, that baby is falling down. Great.
Right, so we are back. So we've done some more reading.
And we got it wrong again.
Yes,
Maybe.
we think so. Well,
There's actually 2 campaign tracks in this book that GW kindly sent us.
Yeah.
One is, we think, for if you're playing the normal fellowship, and then it has bonuses for winning, if good wins, bonuses if evil wins,
Correct.
and does all the scenarios. So that one does have Farmer Maggot in. But then if you do the fantasy fellowship like we are, you're supposed to do a different track.
and there's a streamline track, which I'll put
some
on the
missions.
screen now.
So these are the missions we're going to play.
So these are the ones we're going to play, and there are no bonuses for good or evil winning.
Yeah.
So we're just going to play through them and just sort of see how they fare, basically.
Which I think makes sense because we're doing fantasy fellowship and that's a bit wacky.
Yeah.
We need to add the wackiness
Exactly that.
of-
So yeah, so that was the first 2 scenarios. It does say you can add in whatever scenarios you want to. So if there are any of the other ones that seem particularly interesting in between,
Or that maybe you've played
Yes.
or you think we should definitely not miss out,
yes,
let us know.
let us know.
I'd like to know which ones we
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so that's that one. I mean, like the race just never got going. They literally couldn't see anything. I think maybe the centuries chart maybe edits it so it's like a 5 or a 6. They move their full
Or
move.
I think this is the first time either of us have ever used sentries.
Yeah,
When deploying, we kind of just put the race in the middle.
yeah.
We didn't really think about it very much.
No.
It probably would have been a bit better to have them spread out more, so that you're kind of almost move blocking that whole area of the map, and then that would make quite a big difference, I think.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah,
But
that's
even
the.
with your crap rolls there. I think I moved the ring race more than you did.
I think you did.
But
I think I rolled 6 like
yeah.
twice.
I think, like we said, I can't remember what we said at the start of the first scenario, but we'll probably swap around, because I think we said if good wins, we'll swap.
Yes,
So
yeah.
Next time, you'll use the
I'll
fellowship.
use the fellowship.
I'll use the baddies in the next scenario.
Nice. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this little mismatch. It's gonna be, I think I said, it's gonna sort of smack it into one episode, and yeah, join us on our little fancy fellowship campaign, and yeah, we'll see what happens for the rest of the journey. Yeah. All right, cheers, guys.
Thanks for watching. Chitter chitter.
Chitter chitter.